Your love be like yeah, your love be like no, your love be like oh 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 oh. Your love be like yeah, your love be like no, your love be like oh 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 oh. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I got this fall makeup look using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection palettes. In this video I'm using both the Armand & Gorgeous and the Dark Magic. So real quick before we get into the tutorial, my original plan was that I was going to do one video per palette. I've done Bling Boss and Ring the Alarm, and honestly, like, I'm just over it. I don't want to make 2 more videos using these palettes, so I just want to get it over with so that I can end the giveaways and get these to you guys. In this video, I will be giving away both palettes. There will be 2 winners. The contest details will be in the description box down below. After this contest is done, I will be ending all of them. So there are 4 winners and each of you guys will win one of the palettes. With that being said, that's all I have to say. Okay, so let's get into the video. So I'm gonna prime my lid. I'm using the p.louise eye base. So I'm gonna blend this out and I'm just tapping it on my lid. And you don't have to set this. So we're gonna move right into shadow. I'm starting off with the Armand & Gorgeous palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Access, and I'm using a Morphe M441, and I'm just going to tap this into my crease and a little above as my transition shade. These colors can be a little tricky to blend, but you just need to be patient and use the right brushes and techniques with them. So I kind of packed that on. Now I'm going to blend it out. Next, I'm going to take the shade Potion. Now you really could use Potion or Top Secret. It's both like these olive green shades. I swatched them and I didn't see too much of a difference, so I just went with Potion because I've used Top Secret, but I have not played with Potion yet. So that is the shade that I'm going to take. That's from the Dark Magic palette, and I'm going to be using a Morphe M433 brush. This one's a lot more precise than the 441. And what I'm gonna do is just pack it on my outer and inner corner first. Just like that. And then begin to buff them out. You can add more color if you need it. Just keep going back and forth between the 2. And what I had to do with this color is take a smaller brush. This is the Luxie 237, and go in with the color and really buff it into the shade Access, just because it didn't really want to blend perfectly and it kind of starts getting messy. So I prefer using a really tiny brush. Just going back in with this brush, no new color. Just trying to blend. Then I'm taking the shade Inside Job from the Dark Magic palette. That's this shade right here. And I'm using a Morphe M514, which is really precise. And I'm going to put this on the inner and outer corner. But this time I'm not going to blend as much in between and in the crease like I did with the previous shade. So what I do is just kind of get it in the area that I want it, and then when I don't have more shadow on the brush, just try to buff it in. You can tell I'm not moving my brush around as much as I was with the previous shade because I want to keep this color lower. Okay, I'm going to use that little blending brush from before to just buff on this outer corner. I don't have any product on this brush either. I'm just kind of using it to help blend. Okay, now what I'm going to do is cut like the halo part. I'm just going to use the same p.louise eye base, and I'm using a Morphe M508, which is like this mini smudger brush. This is what I use for my cut creases. Normally what I like to do is, because my eye like folds, is look straight and try to place it above the folds, because if I didn't, then you won't be able to see it when it opens, and it'll transfer above the line when my eyes are open. You can also just kind of tap it in that area and look up, and you'll see where it touches, and you can kind of draw that line out. And now you can see when I look straight forward, you can still see my cut. So I'm just tapping that extra base down here. Next, I'm going to take the shade Classified from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, which is this shade right here, which I'm obsessed with. Like, I'm using a flat synthetic brush, and I'm just going to pat the shade in the center. And now I'm taking the shade Trickery, and I'm going to use that on like the edges here. So yeah, like right there, to kind of mesh the two together. And this like green is not as pigmented as some of the other shimmers. So then I'm gonna go back in with Classified and reapply that where I put too much of the green. I'm gonna go back in with Inside Job and just buff that in a little bit. Starting off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I love this stuff. I use it every single day. Not every day. Every time I do my makeup, I use this. Look guys, I got my nails done. They are so cute. Look at how cute they are. They're so fall. I'm going to take the Hourglass Veil Primer and put this all over. I love this primer. Literally like one pump is more than enough. For foundation, I'm taking the Smashbox Studio Skin, the shade 3.02. My skin's been hella dry recently. I don't know, like the weather is weird. Like it's not even fall. It's like 80 degrees outside today, and I live in Ohio. Like it's not normal. But anyways, and then it was like cold. I don't know, the weather's been all over the place, and it's like drying out my skin. Cool. Love hearing noises. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. Hopefully it matches me. If not, I don't really care because I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna use my sponge to just blend it out. Okay, it's dark. Whatevs. We make it work. So now I'm gonna take the Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer. I'm using the shade Light Neutral. Just using this under my eyes. I've been recently like really liking this concealer. Going to clean up the line of my shadow right here. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just gonna set all of this in place and do a little baking. I'm gonna just take a powder brush from e.l.f. and press this into the rest of my face. Oh, I just want to get this over with. My freaking face is so dry, and my back hurts so bad. And I feel like my lighting looks like trash. Like what I look right now in my camera, my viewfinder, does not look like the same color as I look like. And I don't really know how to fix it. Okay. I think this looks a lot better right now. Like this looks way more true to color than before. So that's good. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to douse myself with this. Now I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and a Morphe M5 Thrio and bronze my face. I love using this brush for bronzing. It's a contour brush, but I feel like it allows me to get like a really precise blend for my bronzer, which I did. Also, so you guys know, I never douse myself with that Tatcha spray because I'm usually like way too oily for it. But like that just says how dry I am. What is happening? Like baby hairs, go away. So I'm not gonna do like my full contour for my nose because honestly like my nose just looks horrible, and I have a feeling like the more I add and blend on it, it's just gonna look worse and worse. So let's finish off the eyes and then we'll finish off the face. I don't know why I just said it like that, but okay. And I'm taking the shade Access and put this on my lower lash line. Next, I'm going in with the shade Potion. Next, I'm taking the shade Inside Job, and we're gonna press this really close, and I'm gonna leave the middle blank. I'm going to take the previous brush to just kind of buff that out. Then I'm taking the shade Classified again, and I'm going to put that right in the center down here to continue the halo eye effect. Okay, I'm back. So I just did mascara, black eyeliner, and put these lashes on. I have no idea what lashes these are. They were just like in my case. So I'm gonna put on some blush. I'm gonna use Amaretto from Becca. It's like this brown blush. This is from the Jaclyn Hill collab, but they do sell this blush as a single. Again, like I look pale on camera. It's not like picking up the colors right, and I don't know what to do. So for highlight, I'm using, this is like my new favorite highlighter. This is from Physicians Formula. It's the Butter Highlighter in Champagne, and like these are amazing, and I don't hear anyone talking about them. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Then before I do like the tip of the nose and everything, I'm gonna spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist like that, and then take my sponge and kind of press it into the skin. And then I'll do my nose and my inner corner, my brow bone. I want to add glitter to my eyes. I'm going to use the Heavy Metal liner from Urban Decay in Midnight Cowboy. So I'm taking the NYX lip liner in Nude Beige. Then I'm taking the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Starfish. Okay, and this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will have all of the contest details in the description box down below. Also, don't forget to go enter the giveaways for the other 2 palettes, which are on my past 2 videos. That's about it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!